Hey guys, it's Steph from Hot and Moving, and we got some interesting news coming from Lamont Roach. Now, Lamont Roach was the contender against Tank Davis in that great fight we had in March. Even though I thought Lamont Roach won, people make the argument that he kind of left some early rounds on the table. Don't leave it up to the judges. Very, very weird ending when a lot of people and Lamont Roach, a lot of people sided with Lamont Roach in winning the fight. Just that knockdown that wasn't counted for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was very weird. But you know what? They're scheduled to fight sometime in August, like August 14th, August 16th, something like that. So it's going to be a very much anticipated rematch. Because look, man, Tank didn't look like himself. We know both these guys are from the DMV area. They know each other. Okay. Basically, there's been a back and forth of chitter chatter. And Lamont had this to say. He said, laugh my ass off, buddy. Know damn well I don't bleep around like that. He gassing y'all up to justify why he ain't do his part of the deal yet. He really might pull out of the fight. Stay tuned. Crazy news coming from Lamont Roach. I mean, obviously he's plugged in. I mean, this is the guy. He's ready to fight. This is going to be a decent payday for this rematch. A lot of people think that Lamont Roach is going to be able to get the best of him a second time around. And could it be the end of Tank, right? If he actually loses his fight. But odd that Tank hasn't had his deal set up. This fight is about less than 2 months away. A little less than 2 months away, and he doesn't have a deal yet. Now, I don't know how it goes in boxing where dudes are a couple months from a fight and they don't have a deal yet. In terms of, I guess, the payout, what's at stake, rematch clauses. I mean, you would think all this stuff would be ironed out, especially with the fan demand, boxing fan demand wanting to see this rematch. Okay, look, Tank, he knows he's the A side of this fight. And when it comes to this type of stuff for some of these A-siders, man, it sometimes it just feel like that some flukiness is gonna go, some quote unquote accident at camp, some injury at camp, okay, and the fight gets delayed. All right, and could Lamont be sensing that right now? Could he sense that Tank could be ducking? And I don't take Tank as a dude to duck. However, his last outing against Lamont, he didn't capture new fans, and he didn't reassure current fans that he is still one of the top dudes in this fighting class, right? And could Lamont be already laying down the breadcrumbs that, hey, be prepared, fans. Guys, I know we want this fight, but don't be surprised if for whatever reason he's gonna bow this fight and be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, because man, look, this is gonna be one of the bigger fights this summer. Okay, as we end the summer, this fight is on the ticket, and I think a lot of people want to see how Gervonta Davis is gonna fare the second time around in this fight. Okay, a lot of weird stuff with the refereeing and the knockdown and him having to run that hair grease in his eyes, all that stuff. A lot of circus shit going on during that fight, especially towards the end, especially when Lamont seemed like he was in control, or at least he was on track to a victory. Okay, I think Tank Davis can be thankful that it was a draw and that knockdown didn't count. Okay, then, we want to see you lace him right back up. So look, I hope this fight happens. I'm looking forward to it, actually. And if it doesn't happen, I can thank Lamont Roach for already planting the breadcrumbs out there, knowing how Tank is, with his legal issues and all this other stuff, maybe get hurt in camp. I don't know, man. Every time there's always a big anticipated fight, it seemed like this fight might get pushed out, and we might be looking at a later fall fight, October fight, in my opinion. If this fight is able to happen in August, then that means that all sides, especially on Tank's side, it's cleared away with the books and all the contract situation legalities involved in this fight. Good. It should have been done already. I don't know why it's being held up. I know Tank's a great fighter, but damn, don't act like he's Floyd Mayweather now. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about what the latest Lamont Roach had to say about Tank Davis pulling out his fight possibly. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.